Here we are. This is lesson 5 of drawing a mini, and what I did was I decided to do the darkest parts of the car, the body, and leave the shadows alone for right now underneath the car. And this side panel that goes across the door is really dark. It's probably one of the very, very darkest parts of the car, so I thought I would use it as something that I could make dark enough without worrying about getting too dark, because I almost can't. It's almost pure black on the photograph that I'm using as the basis for this. And just making it darker, and then what I'm going to do is go around the rest of the car and pick up those spots that are a little less dark. As you can see off camera today, I also did the front of the hood and the area around the left headlight, and I did the windshield posts and across the top too. So I did quite a bit of work on trying to get this darker, so you didn't have to watch me doing just a little tiny bit. This way you'll see some actual action going on here. But it's starting to really look like a car now that I can see where it's going. I always enjoy this part where it starts to click over and it's not just a bunch of random lines and dots, and it starts to look like what I see as a vision of what this is going to look like. And this is the time that it's doing that for me now. Okay, getting pretty close back in the back. And it's still not as dark as it will be finally, but when I do the once over at the very end, I'll probably still darken it up. But it is getting darker, and you see I'm doing some of the little bitty trim details, like the side of the bulge that's in the hood to clear the engine. That's going to be darkened up, and then I'm going to start doing a little bit of the lighter areas too that work against this. I'm trying to get as much coverage as I can on the body, because that'll give me a better start at it. Now I'm going to work, that's a shadow that's on the mirror. This is cast by the mirror itself, by the base of the mirror, so I'm doing that. There we go. And it is pretty dark too, because it's right there on the ground, or on the body right below the mirror, so it's very close, and it is pretty dark. Okay, here I'm going around the mirror section itself, and the upper part of the car, because it's more in sunlight, is much lighter than this panel is that's down underneath, because it's more directly being hit by the sun. So that is going to be darker than the section that's between this part and the dark part on the bottom. You'll see that right next to the lightest part is the darkest part, so it seems kind of counterintuitive, but that's how it works. Okay, and I'm just going to do that whole section, and then I'm going to start doing some of the other parts around the car that I need to do anyway in order to start covering the body proper with ink and make it so it looks like it's got something on it. This is what I call a base coat. If you were doing a prime and putting down the primer before you put the paint on, I do something similar to that, and I put down the first color on it, which is a very sparse level of dots like this, and then I can always make it darker from there, but it kind of serves as a placeholder for where we are. And okay, getting back to the back now. But I don't want to get too far with this, because if I do, then I'll really have a problem, because I'm almost down to black on the bottom, so I can't go too far with this. So what I'm doing is just working up to it gently, and that's what you're doing, is being careful to not go too far with any darkening, so that you lose the full range of color values that you're trying to maintain here. But going along okay, and getting underneath the mirror now, right up to the front post, Okay, and now we're going to do the right front fender. And we're just about done for today. I'm just working the last part of it right now. But tomorrow, as you can see, we've made a big start on the body. So tomorrow we'll do quite a bit more, and this will really start to look like something. But I hope to see you back here tomorrow. We do have a lot to do, and thank you very much. Goodbye.